I'm Ryan Coughlin. I'm going to show you how to put together your GroPonix Mini system. Here's the box you'll get. Inside you'll have a few parts here. We'll just lay those out and put this together following the instructions provided. You get an instruction guide like this. This tells you all of your parts that are included with your system. And then the next page shows you the instructions on how to put it together. So just going right down the line here, we're going to start by taking out the tray with net pots in it. We're going to find a drain tube with biofilter sponge on it here. We'll set that aside for now. Step one is to insert the airlift tube, and that's this tube, airlift and watering tube T. So at the bottom here there's a hole. We're going to make sure that hole is facing towards the back of the system here. We're going to put it in this hole, and notice it's a tight fit, so you just work it down real slow until it hits the bottom. Okay, once it hits there, we'll flip it over, and you'll notice that we have this T connector here. This is where the air is going to come in and out. So we're going to put that into this little airlift tube hole here, and then we don't want all this slack here, so we'll take it and we'll pull it tight on the inside, just like that. And then we have a nice tight fit. Make sure it's vertical, not too tight. And then we have this loose area here. We'll just pull that somewhat tight, but leave it a little loose, because we're going to want to move that around here in a second. Step 3 is the water drainage portion. So this is the water drainage tube. As you can see, there's a line right there. We're going to put that in to this water drainage port here. Now it's a tight port as well, so just work with it slowly and don't try to force it. And then just work it through until the line is even with the bottom. So I pushed a little too far there. We'll just push it back until it's even with the bottom. Okay, perfect. And you want to angle that so it's angled towards the center like it is right here. Okay. Next part here is, we're just going to set this aside, and if you have a heater for your tank, which you have a heater right here, we're going to go put this in the tank. And I like to put this kind of near the back so it's hidden, and put it under the gravel somewhat. I'm going to just put it under this rock here for now, as our Betta is in there, kind of swimming around. Okay, and then I'm going to take the GroPonix Mini, and I'm going to put it right here. And there's a groove in the back. You can see it from here, but this groove in the back is where the power cord will line up. And so make sure it's just not I'll screw it up, but then it should place right there and fit snug right into the system. Okay, so now we're almost ready. We need to just put the tray back in with the net pots. And now some of these are going to be a little, you'll just need to kind of work them in, get this tube. See how we bent the airline tube earlier? That's where these net pots fit. Okay, now we can actually unroll the tubing, plug in the air pump, which is in the box. You can hear that working. And now the airlift is pumping water now into the system. And the water will fill in the planter here until it hits the top of the drainage tube on the inside. So if you would like to look, see it's slowly filling. When it hits the top of this drainage, which is about right here, it will start draining in through the back of the tank. Now we're putting in our grow sponges into the net pots. We should have 5 sponges. They just plop right down. Small side goes down, big side stays up. And then we will take our basil. We will add 1 or 2 seeds per pot. Right in the middle, center hole there. Some of these don't have holes so much, but you can just work the seeds into the crevice there in the middle. And then you want to put it in an area such as this where a table is lower than the outside light. And you want the light on top. You don't want so much light on the inside. So this table is a little too high. It would be better if it was a little lower. And so you have more light on your plants and less light in your tank. That'll decrease your algae. Otherwise you'll get more algae that way. These sponges will wick water from the system, but to start with they might be a little dry. So it's sometimes good to just wet them with a little treated water. Now, to treat water, you either use water conditioner or fill up a bucket of water and leave it out overnight. That works as well, in the same way. So these have all been wetted here. I have this water from being left out overnight. And you can refill your water here right in the front. And you want to now fill your water in your tank back up to its normal amount. And that will decrease the noise.